Hey all you Pokeheads and Plainswalkers, Bronze Dragon coming back at you. It's been a little bit since I posted my last video. Relatively new channel. I do have another channel dedicated towards online TCGs and video games and such. But I've kind of taken this time and I've really dove into Pokemon and of course Magic the Gathering, which is I like them both. I like to play Magic. I like to collect Pokemon. But I've been trying to decide which way that this channel is going to go. And I haven't really decided yet, but this video is more of a public service video because there are some things that I've learned as a beginner getting into the collecting phase of, I felt like I jumped into the deep end of a swimming pool, jumping into the Pokemon life, so to speak. But with that said, this is not really about Pokemon, but it does, the whole point of this video does apply to Pokemon. Okay, so specifically this is about Magic the Gathering, okay, but the point applies either way because what I did as a beginner, I'm sure you all may have heard about the big Lord of the Rings expansion in Magic the Gathering lately. It was very popular. The packs and everything was just selling out and everything was propped up in price and just the prices were insane because of that One Ring card, right? The One Ring was found today, or it wasn't found today, but it was announced today. But either way, my point is more around ordering because I've got started going around looking at different places trying to find Pokemon packs, possibly different expansions that are maybe have been out of print for a little while, and trying to pick those up. But as far as this goes, this was a new expansion. I pre-ordered it on Amazon, the gift box, as you can see I have up here. And I pre-ordered the gift box when it was relatively low, below $70. At this point in time, they're well above $100, even after the One Ring's been found. But that's not my point. My point is that I pre-ordered. Let's take a step back. Your small card store gets an allotment of boxes of cards, whether it's Pokemon or Lords of the Ring or, whatever card game you want to play. They have an allotment from their supplier, right? Their distributor. And they know how many boxes they're getting, usually. Now, with that information, they can take pre-orders. So logically, if you're a card store and you have 50 boxes coming in, then you can take 50 pre-orders, then you cut it off because you won't have any more boxes. Well, Amazon did the exact opposite. Okay, let's take another step back again. Where did this all start? Well, this started earlier this week. There were several different products within the Lord of the Rings expansion for Magic the Gathering that were for sale. And that's one of the hard parts about learning the new Magic. It's kind of like learning Pokemon. There's just so many things to learn. Different types of sets, different kind of boxes to buy, different types of cards, etc., etc. So there's multiple ways to buy Magic, right? One of the ways was what's called a commander deck. It's a 100-card deck, and it's made to sit around with 4 people and play a game of Magic, right? Well, each of these decks is worth in the $50 to $60 range, usually if you go to buy one when a new expansion comes out. Well, the prices started going up. Amazon had a combo bundle that had 4 decks and had a really good price on it. So it was very popular. People started ordering them. Paid like between $200 and $225 for a set of 4. And at that point, it was considered a good deal. Well, what happened earlier this week is that people started getting delivered one deck. They ordered 4 decks, a set of 4 decks, all 4 decks, and they got one deck because what turned out to be happening was, the people in the Amazon facility, that they're not card players for the most part, so they didn't know what was going on. They were breaking open the boxes and sending out the decks individually. That's the first thing that happened this week. Okay, it caused a big commotion on the Reddit Magic threads. Right, people complained, called Amazon, and from what I hear, a lot of them are getting the products that they actually paid for and ordered. I can't substantiate that. Now, myself, I had pre-ordered what was called a starter deck. Or a starter pack. Starter pack has 2 small decks. It's meant for, people to get in and start playing the game. Well, in this case, it was Lord of the Rings. I just wanted the starter set. I wanted to be able to play, have something to start my Lord of the Rings collection with. So I pre-ordered that well in advance. Okay? Well, I get an email a few days ago saying that your order has been put on indefinite hold. Would you like to cancel it? Or would you like to leave it on hold? So I just left it on hold, right? So once again, but, I ended up calling my local card store. They have one in stock, so I got it off them and I canceled that order. But once again, it's Amazon took way too many pre-orders for the stock that they were going to get in. Okay, this is the main issue here. Okay, now the meat and the potatoes of what I'm talking about right now is this collector's bundle. It's a very nice bundle. It's a gift bundle. It has a bunch of packs, has some special art cards, a dice, it has a nice box, it has the collector's booster pack, which is what everybody was trying to buy to get the One Ring. Obviously, not so much anymore because the One Ring's already been found. But either way, it's a nice all-around box. It's kind of like in the Pokemon world, the ETB, right? So kind of similar. Anyway, it's a package with a bunch of packs in it. So I pre-ordered this at the same time that I pre-ordered my other starter deck. And so whenever I heard about my starter set being canceled, I got really suspicious, and I'm wondering what's going to happen to my gift bundles. Several days went by. I kept checking my Amazon. Oh, it's good to go. It's going to be delivered second week in July. Today, I happened to check towards lunchtime, and the order was gone out of my Amazon account. You know as well as I do that if you look in your Amazon account, you can see what you ordered 3 years ago. If you ordered cheesy popcorn 3 years ago, you can find it in there. Well, guess what? This order was gone. Okay. Well, the issue I found is that I was not sorting under canceled. So what I do, I went back in my email, I found the order number, I looked it up, and I found it, and it simply said canceled. No email, very under the radar, very sneaky of Amazon, not fessing up to the problem, not taking, being the bigger man and taking up and writing an email and saying, hey, we're sorry this happened, blah, blah, blah. Just canceled. So why am I making this video? Okay, so this this is really a warning. It's really a lessons learned. Okay, so this channel, as it goes along, it's going to be lessons I've learned about collecting Pokemon and collecting Magic the Gathering, playing, etc. Okay, so this is the first big lesson I've learned. Don't pre-order sets. Don't pre-order cards, expansions, whether they be Pokemon, Lord of the Rings, the next Star Wars card game, whatever. Don't pre-order it on Amazon. They sell too many. You'll wait months, think you've got your card box coming, and get it canceled. I hope this has been of some value, especially if I'm going to include this on both of my accounts because I think it's a good enough warning for everybody, just in case you happen to buy this type of product. This has been Bronze Dragon. I hope everyone on your side is happy and healthy. And I hope that if you pre-ordered some Lord of the Rings magic packs, you got them. I'm out.